One of the top reasons why so many entrepreneurs never pursue their business dreams is because of fear. Fear holds many entrepreneurs back. It paralyzes them, making them unable to take action. So, in today's video, let's look at what fear is, why do we experience it, how do we experience it, and what we can do to manage our fear. So get comfortable and let's dive right in. Fear is complex and natural emotional response to a perceived threat or danger. It is one of the 7 universal emotions experienced by everyone around the world. We experience fear when faced with the threat of harm, which can be physical harm, emotional, or psychological, and the threat can be real or imagined. Oftentimes, we look at fear as a negative emotion, but it actually serves an important purpose in keeping you safe. So, how do we experience fear? Fear starts in the brain, but it causes physiological changes in your body. The moment you experience fear, the brain part called amygdala turns on and it activates your sympathetic nervous system, or also known as the fight or flight mode. It also activates release of hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. You can actually really experience these changes in your body because your heart rate and blood pressure increases, you start breathing shallower and faster, and your blood flow changes. Your blood flows away from your heart and toward your limbs, making it easier for you to run or fight the danger. Let's imagine you're walking down a jungle and you get face to face with a tiger. In the face of this fear, you're likely to respond in 3 different ways. First, you might freeze, which is our evolutionary response to hide from predators. In your case, as an entrepreneur, this might mean being paralyzed and unable to take action in the face of fear, so giving up on your business goals altogether. The second way you might respond is to flight or run away from the tiger. In your case, as an entrepreneur, this might mean giving up on your business goals in the first sign of failure or difficulty. And the third way you are likely to respond is to fight. If you cannot run away from the tiger, you better fight it. You, as an entrepreneur, might experience failure. So, this means picking yourself up after a painful failure and pursuing your business goals. Of course, today, when you feel fear, it is not life threatening and you don't have to hide, run away, or fight with a tiger. And oftentimes, the fear you experience is likely an imaginary fear. As an entrepreneur, you might experience fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of uncertainty, or even fear of success. Regardless of the type of fear you experience, the physiological responses will be the same. Why do we experience fear? In addition to your survival instinct, there are the following reasons why you might experience fear. Number 1, learned response. Through lived experiences and observations, you learn to associate certain situations with danger, and then fear becomes a conditioned response to those situations. Let's say early in your entrepreneurial career, you pitched your innovative business idea to a group of investors and faced rejection. Likely, this had a profound impact on you, and as a result, you started associating pitching with rejection. Number 2, cognitive processes. Your thoughts and interpretations of given situation also contributes to the experience of fear. For example, you receive a critical feedback from your customer. Because you see critical feedback as a personal failure, and this is very painful for you, you stop asking for feedback in the future. Number 3, social and cultural factors can also shape your understanding of what is potentially dangerous and threatening. Maybe you live in a conservative environment where there is a prevalent stigma associated with entrepreneurship. In this society, traditional careers such as law, medicine, or engineering jobs might be highly esteemed, while starting one's own business might be looked down upon or considered risky and unconventional. If fear is a natural emotional response, what can you do to minimize its negative impact? I don't think you can eliminate fear or overcome it altogether, or that you should, because fear exists for a reason. It's there to alert you against potential risks and keep you safe. Instead, I advise you to manage fear. And one great tool to do that is mindfulness and meditation. You can start with 10-15 minutes of meditation every day, and you can use apps like Headspace, which provides guided meditations for beginners. If you are like me and find it difficult to sit still and meditate, you can also do mindfulness walks, ideally in nature. It helps you to detach from your emotions and gain clear perspective. And especially when you are experiencing fear or stress, one useful tool is mindfulness breathing, where you focus on your breath and you try to slow down your inhales and exhales. This can also help you gain perspective and get back to the present moment. The worst thing you can do is let fear paralyze you or prevent you from taking actions toward your business goals. Instead, take small steps and experiment so you can build resilience and confidence over time. As a homework for you, take one action that you are afraid to take toward your business goals. This might be reaching out to a potential customer and asking for an informational interview, or this might be reaching out to an existing customer who has been using your product for free to see if they are willing to pay for it, or signing up for a pitching competition which will bring you in front of investors. No matter what it is, pick one assignment that is scary enough but you can do it safely. Then ask yourself, what makes you afraid to take this action? And what is the worst thing that can happen if you took the action? Are you able and willing to live with that consequence? If yes, take the action. And if you feel like it, share it with me by commenting down below. Tell me what action you took and how was your experience. Facing your fears is difficult. Overcoming them is even harder. My advice to you is be afraid and do it anyway. And if you need support in this journey, let me know. I'm happy to help you get comfortable with fear. With that, hit the like button if you enjoyed today's content and subscribe so you get notified when my next video is out. Next week, we will look at risk aversion among entrepreneurs. So stay tuned and see you soon. Bye.